The Curtiss P-40 Warhawk was a fighter plane used in World War II by the Allied powers. It was a good plane for the job. It was sturdy and had weapons to defend itself. Later in the war, it was used less due to new and improved planes that would do the better job than the P-50 Warhawk. This doesn't mean it wasn't used, though. When pilots were in a pinch, the P-40s were always there to do the job. The P-40s were used in battle in both theaters and most battles because of their many advantages. The P-40 Warhawk had one goal, which was to fight. The P-40 Warhawk was a fighter plane. It had guns and weapons to attack and fight in midair. It was used during the war and in battles. The Desert Shark was used in North Africa as well as many other countries.
On December 7, 1941, the sky broke out with hundreds of Japanese fighter planes attacking the American naval base on Honolulu, Hawaii. The Japanese had planned the battle for around 7 months, and they were ready to attack. At 8 in the morning, they launched their attack. Bombs and bullets flew across the air in an attempt to ruin the American fleet. It was a short battle, but had horrible results. Over 2,500 sailors and soldiers were killed, another 100 wounded, around 20 vessels, 300 airplanes, and 8 battleships were destroyed. The battle eventually led to a declaration of war towards Japan. Short after the attack, Roosevelt asked Congress to declare war on Japan, which they did. So no one expected the Japanese to start the war, so the attack came as a big surprise. But the war, not so much. There had been tension between the two countries for a long time, so everyone expected them to head towards war. They had one specific plan, which was to destroy the Pacific Fleet, so America wouldn't be able to fight back, but they failed to cripple the Pacific Fleet. After the attack, they had succeeded to damage all of the USS battleships, and only the USS Arizona and Utah could be saved. The U.S. Navy was able to rebound shortly after the attack and declared war against Japan. 3 days later, Japanese allies, Germany and Italy, declared war on the U.S. After a long time of American isolation, the countries stood together and they all agreed on the war.
During World War II, the theater was placed in Asia with Japan as the superior country. They were part of the Axis power, including Germany, Italy, and Japan. Japan's main goal was to create an Asian empire, so they took over countries for their land, including China, the Philippines, and a huge amount of land in Southeast Asia. Japan wanted to become a world leader and did anything in their power to do so. There had been tension between the Asian theater and the U.S. for a long time, but it was when the U.S. stopped supplying oil that all this tension collided. They wanted to stop the U.S. from attacking and starting the war, so they bombed Pearl Harbor. Japan's main goal was getting respect, and they did everything in their power to get it.